Nintendo may have already produced hundreds of Amiibo, but they're barely scratching the surface.
Let's go!
We're here with some fresh Amiibo ideas.
We are indeed.
And I think something that people forget often is that Amiibo are not just figurines.
Yeah. And also, they're not just for Wii U.
No.
They're also for 3DS. With the regular 3DS, you have to get that weird thing, the hockey puck that you had never even seen before. But with the new Nintendo 3DS, you just need the console.
Yeah.
So it's something that Nintendo, I think, is just going to plan on carrying on for a while.
Yes.
I don't think we're going to see it go away.
Amiibo is its own platform in a way.
It is indeed.
It will live on. And we've seen figurines, trading cards, posable figurines, and plushies.
Yes.
I can't think of any other at the moment, but let's expand the scope of Amiibo.
Let's indeed.
Real big here.
So, what Amiibos do we want? One that I thought of is Star Fox Zero. Now, does that actually have its own Amiibo?
No, you can just use the Smash Bros. Series in it.
Well, there you go. An R-Wing Amiibo, I think, should happen.
Yeah.
R-Wings are really cool, and we talked about this in our Lego sets episode.
Right.
Where the Nintendo...
Which is oddly popular.
I know. It's weird. The ones that you don't suspect to be popular, those are the episodes that we get a bunch of views on. But anyway, just having a miniature R-Wing is cool looking, and having it compatible with Star Fox Zero, maybe give you extra item drops, bombs, lives, whatever. Just an extra little thing.
You know, Miyamoto was interested in doing a transforming one, an R-Wing that went into the chicken walker.
Really?
Yeah. It would cost a lot of money.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like a spendy piece of hardware.
All right, get this crazy idea for an Amiibo. A line of origami Paper Mario figures. I don't know. Papers. I don't know what to call them.
Now, would this be like plastic in the shape of origami or actual origami?
You get a sheet of paper that you have to fold, and you have to take care not to rip it. If you rip it, boo-hoo, big boy, you're out of luck. Buy some more.
That's a collector's item right there. I see that catching on. What would that do?
So I think if you folded up your Mario origami carefully, your Luigi, your Goombetta, whoever's in this series, tap them in the game and it unleashes a special attack right there. It doesn't even have to necessarily be your turn, but you can only do it like once a day or something, so it's not too OP. But yeah, the NFC reader is actually pretty thin, so it could be used in something like cardstock, I think. I mean, you see it with the Animal Crossing cards.
So you're talking not just like you build the origami and you put it on a stand, like the whole thing.
The paper.
The whole thing is paper.
Yeah.
I think it's genius.
And then maybe the NFC chip is split, so like it has to be folded correctly so that they're touching, the parts of the chip are touching, completing the circuit.
That could be something that they look into.
I'm just helping them out with Color Splash coming out soon.
I think that children would be crying at that point. Probably. Why isn't my Amiibo working?
Well, that's what I love. Crying children.
Crying children. Scott's favorite. So, my next idea, we have Pokken Tournament. It's awesome. I haven't played it in a little while, which makes me kind of sad.
Yeah.
Because it's really, really a hype game. And in the arcades, they have a new character. They have Darkrai. Perfect opportunity for an Amiibo right there.
Yeah.
You know, unlock the character. Bam. Kind of like they did with the Shadow Mewtwo card. But instead of doing DLC, and I know that in-game DLC that you have to pay to unlock is looked down upon.
Well.
But I think this is a really cool way of doing it. Say, download the update, put this Amiibo on your pad, bam, new character. We want Darkrai on console.
Yeah, fans are crying for Darkrai. Cry, cry, we all cry for Darkrai. What's that saying?
Ice cream. I cry, you cry, we all cry for Darkrai.
Yeah. Woo! Get that going on change.org.
Yeah, sign that petition.
You know the NES Classic Edition that's coming out this November,
Yes.
right? The console?
We gotta capitalize on that.
Well, what if the entire unit was an Amiibo? Alright?
Okay.
I mean, it's small. It's like the size of 2 NES cartridges on top of each other or something.
That's
okay?
true.
So, you just tap it on your Wii U gamepad. Bam! Or your 3DS. You try not to break the console underneath. And it actually unlocks those 30 NES Virtual Console games for you on your other devices. Because I'm a little bummed out about them not being available on my Wii U or 3DS.
That's true. You have to plug in a separate console for that.
Yeah. And the NES Classic Edition, it goes against what we're asking for with cross-buy and stuff. It's just buying the games all over again. So what
It's
if
true.
you could just tap it and you know, it would search that specific console's UPC or whatever. You can only do this one time. You get all the games.
Or it could be like Amiibo tap.
Nope.
Where no, because Scott doesn't know what that game is like. We've obviously found that out.
Yeah.
Anyway, we want Metroid. We want a Metroid game. We have already two Metroid Amiibos. We got Zero Suit Samus and regular Samus.
Mm-hmm.
Those are just the Smash Bros. Figurines, though.
Right.
We want a new Metroid game. You know, maybe even make one for Prime Federation Force. But I'm thinking next generation for the NX.
Mm-hmm.
We want Samus in whatever the new game is going to be.
Yeah.
That suit, bam. It's going to be a good selling point. Selling point for the game.
Mm-hmm.
Selling point for the Amiibo. Unlock special stuff. Who knows? Special power up, special suit upgrade, in a new Metroid game.
Totally.
Perfect to announce both at the same time, kind of like they did with Breath of the Wild.
Yes. All right, here's our last pitch for you. It is the return of the beloved bad Power Glove.
So bad.
All right, this is retro themed, but it's a whole new product. Okay, it's a glove. You put it on. Maybe it's your left hand because on the Wii U gamepad, the NFC reader is on the left side. Okay, so this is a left-hand Power Glove with a different chip in each of the fingers. So it has a unique identifier, and whatever finger you tap to the Wii U gamepad or the 3DS touchscreen does something differently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah!
I don't know exactly what game yet, but everyone can dream from there.
The Power Glove is terrible, but it's so iconic that it's going to be like the Virtual Boy. Eventually, there has to be a time where Nintendo, I almost called them Nintendo. Nintendo has to reckon with the Power Glove, where they have to say, okay, now that was a first-party peripheral.
Sure
wasn't
was.
It? Oh, yeah. They got to come to a point where they say, okay, you know,
right,
the Power Glove, we did that.
Like they have with the Virtual Boy. In fact, I saw a Virtual Boy Instagram post from Nintendo last week. I was really surprised.
Wow, Nintendo's coming around.
Yeah.
They've got some mistakes that they have to reckon with. They still have to reckon with the vitality sensor.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're ever going to get to the CDI. I think that's asking a little bit too much for them. I don't think we're ever going to see a virtual console release of the Faces of Evil. Sadly.
Oh man. Darn. Well, I'll take one of each of these Amiibo, please. And until then, thank you everyone for being part of the crew and for watching this video.
Don't forget to leave us a big thumbs up. It helps us so very much. Thank you guys so much for liking this video and for making it through to the end.
See you guys next time.
Signing out.